Hello and welcome back to the Last Remnant. We're gonna head into Dillmoor straight away because we've got nothing else to do. And this is our current objective. Welcome to Dillmoor. It's full of weird beast cat things. And dirt, mostly. Your talisman holds a mysterious power. Yep, this is where we learn time shift or whatever it's called. Can it be used outside of battles? Can you show me its power? Yeah, let me just, do it. All you have to do, by the way, to activate it is get into a sweet pose. For no apparent reason. How did you know it holds the power to manipulate time if you were outside of it, you dingle-dongle? Use it wisely. Indeed. Time shift. It is time shift. So, as it mentions, I skipped through a lot of that quickly, but as it mentions, if you're in time shift, it will mark all nearby monsters as in the current encounter. So there's 2 enemies there and a big dude over there. We'll go ahead, actually 3 over here. We'll go ahead and demonstrate on this. So if I run over here with time shift, it marks those 2. We'll mark him, and then we'll activate battle. We don't have to be near them when you activate it, and it'll pull all 3 of them into battle. This will, not music, this will be your main method of pulling enemies into a battle, so just bear that in mind. I can't change their squads by those, so we just have to kind of work with it. Have him attack them because he's powerful. We will have, maybe we'll go Mystic Arts, because I never go Mystic Arts with Rush. Yeah, we'll go Mystic Arts. Even though we have Emma's squad and she's not good at Mystic Arts, I want Rush to be good because I never do it. I hit the wrong button, but it doesn't matter. I never do Mystic Arts, so we'll give it a whirl. This is the disadvantage, obviously, of fighting a lot of enemies. There's a lot of enemies, so, you know. Oh, freaking intercepted. So that's 2 groups down, that should leave 3, one of which is obviously this little dingle-dongle here. Or there are 4 groups left, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff attacking Emma's squad though, which is not necessarily good. No, there are 3 left. Oh, we can't cancel deadlock. Right, alright, yeah. You're deadlocked with them. We could tell them to keep their HP up. They may very well actually kill the enemy while doing that, so sure, why not? I don't see why this could be bad. Oh, I need to pay more attention to the freaking QuickTime events in my battles because they're really useful. Although to be fair, you really only have to do it in difficult battles, and this is not one of them. You can see how it helps though. That guy never got to attack. She's gonna heal, which is good. So there is 1 group left. 1 group of 1. Nice critical. Good job. Basic attack, because it's just gonna kill him anyway, and apparently he's not going to get a turn. The poor Divayan. Divayan? Divayan? I don't know. Those are individual characters getting levels, by the way. Apparently we've already split some of these? No, we haven't, because we don't have any Fenris horns. We're not getting anything special out of it. We will leave that one. We'll split any future ones if I remember to, anyway. There is treasure up here. I was about to say, is there any treasure around here? More gold, which is good, because gold is relatively useful. Because you need it for crafting. I'm gonna do a quick check, see if there's another one of those over the hill here. No? Alright, we'll just fight this one then.
Let's do this.
This might be our first enemy that multi-deadlocks. Like well, I don't know, maybe. Large enemies generally multi-deadlock, so. We'll just have both of them hit with Mystic Arts. They don't appear that large though, so maybe they won't. Oh, for God's sake. It didn't matter, they're dead. RIP. That was remarkably easy. Raptor got more HPs. How useful will this be? I don't know. Will we be keeping him? I also don't know. By the way, the bar on the right is how long you can be in time shift. I'm sure you guys have figured that out already. Just run in this direction. I'm not gonna tag him. I was going to, but I thought better against it, to be honest. Actually, I may have been able to get away with it. It's not necessarily just gonna add a fourth one to it, though. It could add another 2. And that's a little bit tricksy. Can you attack those? Yeah, they're within range. Surprisingly, they're within range. Just hit that one, whatever. I don't care, it'll be fine. It will do just fine. I wish we got more defensive criticals. Offensive criticals are fine, but really do wish we got more defense, because defensive criticals, you know, you dodge and then you hit them, so it's extra turns of damage they're getting on the defensive ones. Of course, we could just then do that with offensive criticals, so I suppose they're not too bad either. As long as you don't miss the first one, it's alright. Or as long as they don't go first, it's alright. Can we get a swap? Nope, he's not gonna swap. Dang it, whatever your name is. You're supposed to show the swap thing. Emma's love has grown, apparently, and Rush has changed to an expert fighter. Oh, alright, sure. You'll see that pop up a lot as people change whatever their class is, if you want to call it that. Is there a way to check Rush's class? No. Maybe there is, and I'm just not aware of it. Is it down there? Maybe? I don't know. I believe that his quote class changes the abilities he'll learn. And I'm not actually sure what expert fighter is. We're gonna skip this guy for right now. Want to see if there's any more over here, which there aren't, so maybe the game did intend for us to actually link him, but there's more up there. So we'll link those 3. I like to keep my battles to 3 links or less, unless it's strong enemies. The next area we go to, the next area we go to has some fairly strong enemies that I'll try and keep to 2 or less. Yeah, see, Emma's squad does better with, will probably do better with combat arts, but whatever. Come! Yeah, sure, yeah. On your demand, I suppose. Hooray! Things. Hey, deadlock the group that's already attacked. You can tell units to stand by sometimes, and that will allow them to, basically if you get hit after you tell a unit to stand by, that unit can still respond to being hit. So, you'll still get attacks in if another unit flanks you or deadlocks you or whatever. But if you tell someone to, you know, use Mystic Arts, then everyone in the group is going to attack. Which means no one in the group will be put on standby, and even if they don't use the attack, it doesn't count as them being put in standby, it counts as them having still attacked. So it's kind of annoying on that front, but whatever. Should be having him use physical, and them use mystic. There's no reason for him to use physical, he's got 4 swords. His entire job is to hit things with 4 swords.
Fight them till the end.
Should be learning Spark 3 soon. Which would be very nice, because we're going to be going into a boss fight, so... just back them up. And give it all you've got. It'll probably die before anyone gets to their specials, but whatever. Oh no, we'll get Devil's Due. And we've maxed out our morale, guys.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Rush's AP has grown, that's pretty useful actually. And we captured another Deviant. Hey, we got a purple Deviant rawhide. Deviant. I don't know. Whatever. Purple stuff is very good, very rare. Obviously, it's freaking purple. But it's also used in super high-end crafting. I'm talking like end-game gear, and yes, you can get equipment for, or materials for end-game gear at like the start of the game. You can't make anything with it, but you can get the stuff. You can get the materials.
This isn't even worth my time.
I hope that carries over to the other group. Sometimes it'll carry over to the other group, sometimes it won't. If it carries over to the other group, you're in a much better position. It didn't though, but whatever. Especially in boss fights, if you can chain offensive criticals, you're in a much better offensive position. Obviously, it's offensive critical. You're in a much better position against bosses. Because bosses don't mess around. And even though I died on that one tutorial boss, I'm gonna go out there and say, that boss is easy compared to some of the bosses we start hitting, you know, 5 or 6 hours into the game, and that's not even that far into the game. I think we're gonna chain everything on this bridge.
Let's do this.
Need to mute the mic there. Thought someone came in. Maybe no one did. So we got 2 groups of 3 right here. We may as well just hit both of them. With Mystic Arts. Because we can. I should probably see if one of them is a Mages group, so I don't hit Mages groups with Mystic Arts. Oh, I hit that. Give me that crap. Now we're gonna take a bunch of damage that we didn't need to take. That was a weird sound. Not that it matters, because we get healed after battles anyway, but you know how it goes. That was entirely unnecessary game, but thank you, I suppose. Give me a defensive critical? No. No defensive criticals. They're good to block though, but whatever. It's always that right trigger one. All of them are face buttons except for the right trigger one, and it always catches me off guard. Tons of HP up, holy crap. Rush's intellect has grown, which is very nice. Captured fighter. We got... yeah. We're not going to get anything purple out of it, so we'll only split one and then move on. So Rush's intellect has gone up, which is actually very handy. His intellect is now 25. Very nice. But we got tons of HP up. So that's going to help our overall group HP a lot. There's our teleport, by the way. I believe there's more enemies down there, so we'll fight these 3 first. I believe there's more of those down there. Yeah, so we won't link him. We're very close to linking him accidentally, but we won't. I want to maximize the fights we do. Before bosses without doing extra fights. Basically, I want to do all of the fights the game intends you to do, and no extras. Because extras could be bad. We'll probably end up doing extras when I go gather resources and stuff, but still. So many flank attacks. When's our other team going? Another flank. Both of our teams haven't gone yet, have they? Both of our unions. There we go. You dongles. That was my bad. I was looking at how much health they had, and it turns out they have a lot of health. And he dodged. Of course he did. That kind of sucks. Well, whatever. Keep your HP up. They're fine. They'll kill that group. We'll kill this group of 3. That leaves a group of 1, so... We should kill this group anyway, I don't know if we will. Oh, come on with the dodges, though. Yeah, there we go. Notice she puts away one of her weapons to use knee splitter. That's because knee splitter... Did you just KO one of my dudes? They did. That's disappointing. I forgot you could do that. I forgot you could kill individual people. I was just laying on the ground. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, that's because that ability she's using is actually a one-handed ability. You can use one-handed ability or two-hand, one sword, two-handed wield abilities with one sword, even if you have multiple swords equipped. You can't use an ability that requires 4 swords if you cannot put 4 swords on, and also, that's the wrong button, but we're gonna fight him apparently. Also, you need the ability to equip 4 swords, which, you know, there appears to only be one person with 4 arms, so you might want to take that into account. So this is going to be a remarkably easy fight. There's that right trigger one. It almost messed me up. Thought it was X for a second because I'm just looking at the screen and there was nothing left of it. Geiger learned Double Strike, which is a very nice ability. So he's probably the only thing left now. Yeah, so just fight him alone. We can't go through whatever that is. I actually don't know if we'll ever go through whatever that is. It's like a door to something, I don't know. It looks very much like a door, so we'll call it a door. It may kill them with this Mystic Missile. That'd be great. Oh, there's 3 of them. They won't. Oh well. This group will kill him. With critical offenses. The best kind of offense. The critical one. Sweet. More HP. I approve. So that is all of the enemies. We will wander over the door just to show it to you. There you go. Can't do anything with it. It is sealed shut. I don't know if it's ever not sealed shut. It's been a long time since I played this, and I didn't play much of it. The scenery is nice, by the way. I don't really show it very much, but the scenery is very nice. Keep in mind this is like a freaking... I don't know how old this game is, but it's a fairly old 360 game at this point. That may be a skybox. I'm not actually sure. If it is a skybox, it's very well made. Could also be terrain that blends into a skybox over there. Who knows? I didn't make the game. Our objective is up there. Might be able to see something up there right now, in fact. Fairly important looking something, maybe.
This was once a prosperous town. It was centered around the remnant of peace, the rubber soul.
Was there a war?
No. The one the remnant was bound to passed away. The world is filled with countless remnants. No two look alike or share the same power. However, they all have one thing in common.
And that is?
When a remnant is not bound to a soul, it calls forth disastrous misfortune. This calamity is known as the Collapse.
Shh! Hide yourselves. I see them. 2 men. And a dark-haired little girl.
What did you do to her?
This must be our cue.
It's triggered another collapse!
Damn it, Rush. You had one job, and that was to not be an idiot. You failed that job entirely. Sadly. So here's our fight. We're actually completely surrounded. This is a fairly dangerous fight, and these enemies are the enemies that are actually really dangerous. This group's more north than the other group, so we'll have them attack this combat arts? Yeah. The reason these enemies are dangerous is because they have an ability that hits you a lot of times, and we're gonna go with combat arts because look at all of the damage output right there. Takes a lot of AP though, but still. Hopefully we don't get hit too many times with that ability, because if we do, it's gonna be a problem. However, if we do this, that's gonna be really useful. And there was an action change, by the way. I think it was an action change. I couldn't tell, I wasn't paying attention. Ooh, that's bad. Oh, that's worse. I think it's these guys that have the attack. It's an enemy that looks like them, at least. I know for a fact they at least show up in the next area. So 2 groups down, 2 groups left, plus the boss. Obviously the boss is the big danger here. Also being hit in the flank is a big danger here. And he's on standby. Good job, boss. He's probably scripted to be on standby just so you don't get screwed over here. Combat arts, mystic arts. Hopefully that kills both groups. Then we'll start whittling down the boss himself, who's probably going to be active this turn. If I were to guess, let's be honest here. There we go, reassess, that's what it's called. It gives you a bonus damage and it allows you to change to an art that he would otherwise not be using for free.
Strike at their flank!
Why did they act first? Oh, because they were closer to, that's right, because they were closer to that union than we were to them. Distances matter in terms of turn order. Oh, he's still on standby. You are a foolish boss, because now our morale is way up. Oh my god. Fury blow, double strike, knee splitter, double strike, knee splitter. That is absurd. That is ridiculous. Alright, you guys, to be honest, I'd rather have them attack with Mystic Arts, but because they're not going to do that, we'll go ahead and double do his knee splitter smash nonsense here. We may be able to kill this boss in one turn because of the luck here. In terms of getting all of these arts to trigger, is what the luck I'm specifically talking about. Yeah, we've already done 2k damage. He's going to do this, which will hurt a fair chunk. Yeah. Also an AoE ability, I believe. So it's possible it may have been able to hit the other group if they were close. There are some abilities that do that. They'll hit groups that aren't currently targeted if they're in the area. Gotta be careful about that. Nice. We killed him in one turn, because we did like 8,000 damage or something silly. We did almost lose a group.
I feel stronger than before!
So Emma's changed to Freelancer. We captured a vital plant. Oh, it'll give us Anthrovore moss. But nothing purple, so we'll just keep it for now. And then get this sweet cutscene about how Rush was an idiot and he needs to not be an idiot.
It was as you said, Lord David. The flying creature is unquestionably a remnant.
Confirm this with the Academy.
Yes, my lord.
Who could be behind all this?
We do not know enough at this point. Verily, this situation is more complex than we'd imagined.
Yes, we should postpone any course of action until we know more.
What about Arena? Should I just keep my fingers crossed?
We are not dealing with an ordinary foe. A well-researched plan is essential.
Dave, come on!
Torgal is correct. We are dealing with forces that control a remnant not even the Academy knows about. Jumping to conclusions will only place Athlum in danger. You must understand my position, Rush. Where are you going?
To find Arena, obviously. You know how the people of Athlum are the most important things in your life? Well, Arena's the most important thing in mine. Well, thanks for the help along the way. I'll go it alone from here.
Lord David, we still know nothing about his talisman. Perhaps we should have stopped him.
Perhaps. I am aware that we need more power, as the Gaybolg and Valeria Heart won't suffice.
The future of Athlum is at stake here.
Ye olden plot thickens. Apparently we get more stuff. More voice-acted stuff? Who knows? Possibly. He has a terrible walking animation. What is that?
Arena.
Feeling better? You're a picky eater, huh? Sorry, the menu's not fit for a princess like you. Hey.
Rush.
Rush is dead.
No.
Stop mourning the dead and eat your meal. You are vital to him. You should be honored.
Hey, wait up. How long are we gonna keep her like that? Let's just hand her over.
You pity her?
This whole deal makes me sick. She's just a kid.
I am merely following the Lord's orders, as you should follow mine.
Fine. Then give me some real orders. I'm sick of being a damn babysitter.
As you wish. Let us go forth to the next remnant.
And the voice acting is done. The texture pop-in is pretty bad, but the PC version is nowhere near as bad as the 360 version's texture pop-in was. It was notoriously bad. In fact, it was probably the worst texture pop-in in the world. Hey, Rush is starting to realize he has this very small brain. We can now have a maximum of 2 unions and 3 people. Not why you think that's gonna work out all that well, but whatever. Torgal and Emma have left, so now we can create our own unions, but it's just us, so we're not gonna twiddle with that quite yet. Do you say anything important? I don't think you do. Generally cares about his people, for do, his strongest weapon in Athlon, blah 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 blah, whatever. Oh, we have to talk to you, do we? Go to the pub, go to the guild, will do. We should just go this way. Oh, this is where it introduces us to side quests via the pub, isn't it? We shall go to the pub in a second. First, we'll go here. This is the guild. I don't believe we've actually been to the guild yet in this series. We may have poked our nose in, you know, for a brief moment, but we haven't done anything in here. So we can employ unit, and there's also guild tasks, and these are basically just passive things that you'll do, you know, get 3 copper, 2 cremated metals, slay blue jaws in the Gazlan caves, etc. And you'll get stuff for it, mostly blueprints and gold. Blueprints are very vital for crafting better equipment. You'll also get, as that one did right there, you'll get formations for your unions. And formations do different things. You can see it'll affect your union's defense, magic defense, attack, mystic attack, which is magic attack. It'll also affect things like individual unit stats. So improves mobility of lead ranks, improves attack of arrowhead and defensive flanks, etc., etc. And they have modifiers. You know, if you hit certain thresholds on the stats, you'll get a better version of that. They have bonuses versus different. Bonuses versus different. You're a mystic. Yes. We'll buy you. We'll get oaks as well. Why not? They have different bonuses against different creatures based on the formations you use, etc., etc. It's a fairly complex formation system, which we're not going to go too in depth with quite yet. You notice it said a maximum unit of 10, maximum battle units of 3. I don't know if we can actually get anything other than these leader units, though. Enhances slashing. Let's do melee stance. Topmost unit is named Generally, the front 3 rows are for lead ranks, while the rear 2 are for back ranks. Lead ranks are good at physical, back ranks are good at magic. You know how this crap works. We only have 1 physical person, so we will put 1 person in the lead rank there, slot number 1, and me and McGrady in the rear ranks to increase our magic. So we've unlocked Formation Melee Stance 3, which will give us a huge boost to all of our stats, which is very nice. So we're getting tons of attack bonuses here. Tons of everything bonuses, to be fair. Probably get a new weapon soon, but for now, let's quickly just hop in here and cut through any dialogue that might happen when we walk in here. If there's no dialogue, then we'll skip it for now. We will be back to talk to her later, but not right now. She is how we will continue the story, I believe. As well as potentially unlock something. Who knows? Except for me and probably half of the people watching this. So there's one thing that I thought you could do in the town square. Maybe you can't do it until you do that side quest, though. Let's do a quick check. I believe the town square is where you get generic characters. He just tells us to go to the pub. I think he's supposed to be over here. I don't know. I don't see him. I guess we can't do that until later. We'll be given access to basically the military, so we can pull in generic soldiers and whatnot. Which is pretty handy, because, you know, just fighting with 3 named important units is not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. We're going to quickly sell off our captured dues. Captured vile plant is worth a lot. It wasn't going to give us any purple stuff though, so it doesn't matter. We could check to buy stuff. He's unlikely to have anything I really want though. That increases his mystic a decent amount. Cudgel, kite shield wouldn't be too bad. Is cudgel two-handed? It's mid-size. I think it's two-handed. If it is two-handed, then we're going to be unable to put a kite shield on, which will affect our evasion. Yeah, let's just buy a cudgel. We'll equip it. It is two-handed. I saw it swap out the slots. Sometimes it's hard to tell when stuff's two-handed, but there you go. Or probably just says somewhere it says two-handed on something, I'm not sure. Something new in the PC version that you could not do in the 360 version is you can do this. I thought there was a way to rotate it, but apparently I can't seem to get it to do that, so... But you can view the model of weapons. You can do this in shops as well if you wanted to look at 3D models of weapons that you're buying or whatever. I think... That's a terrible sound the mouse just made, I apologize. I think we're going to... just save the rest of our money and resources for when this guy opens so we can try and upgrade our cudgel to whatever the next level of cudgel would be. Slightly more improved cudgel. So we can cudgel things. So we're going full out Mystic then. Sure, I don't see why. His strength is still ahead of his intellect, but his Mystic is now ahead of his attack, very slightly. It's a general use weapon as a cudgel, until we get like a literal staff. It's not gonna be too good. I like how our union is called Oak's Friends. I guess he is the leader, but it's just Oak's Friends. It's not anything like fancy, but whatever. Either way, thanks for watching. Next time we're gonna do that side quest, and that might be the only thing that's actually in that video. But until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.